Welcome. I hope you enjoy this class as much as I enjoy teaching this class, and I just want to welcome you back to another term. My name is Dr. George Peraza-Smith, and I just wanted to introduce you to a few points in the course that are for ways that might improve your score. First, on the discussion board, there should be an initial post by Thursday midnight, and that initial post should be about 400 words, at least. And then you are to reply to at least two of your peers with posts of about 200 words, and those two posts must be done by Sunday at midnight. Now that meets minimum requirements. Now remember, minimum requirements is not necessarily an A. Minimum requirements is a C. Ways to improve your grade from there is to support your positions, your ideas, your statements with evidence from the literature. And you want to balance that evidence with journal articles as well as websites. So that's one way. And then, responding more than just to two peers would also improve your score. For assignments, all assignments are due Monday by midnight. And the expectation is that each assignment is between 8 to 10 pages. And that's about 2,000 to 2,500 words. Your case analysis need to be detailed analysis. If you want to achieve an A, you need to really go into in-depth analysis of your case studies, not just a review of what the case study presented. I really want to know, what is your analysis? What is your take on that case study? And case studies generally are about 500 to 600 words in length. You want to support, again, your positions with evidence. And you want your evidence to be within the last 5 years. Both in your discussion boards and your assignments, you should have evidence no later than 2005. All your evidence should be 2010 and greater, actually. Ways to also improve your score in your discussion is to ask your peers questions, to challenge your peers, to have a counter perspective. We're going to be respectful on the discussion boards, but we don't have to all agree. And in fact, that's the way you learn, is to hear others' perspectives and differences of opinions. So areas that you can look up to find resources is always look at the news feed. I often add information in the news feed that can also improve your scores. There's a welcoming there in the newsfeed that gives you my email and my telephone number. I respond within 24 hours, and if you haven't heard back from me within 24 hours, just assume that I've either overlooked the message unintentionally, or it didn't get to me, or I had planned to call you back or text you back or email you back and had just overlooked it. So please don't let more than 24 hours go without responding to me. Always text me before you call me. I am an on-call nurse practitioner, and so I tend to like to know who's calling me before I return the call, so that in case if it's a family, I see nursing home patients, and in case it's a family, I want to be able to pull up the record and be able to have information before I call them back. So I don't generally answer my phone, especially for numbers I do not recognize. So text me is the best way to get it. To text me, to get a hold of me, to either ask a question and we can communicate via text, email, or if you need to call and talk to me, again, text me first, let me know, and I can let you know. And I can speak now, I can speak in 5 minutes, I can speak in 30, I'll give you some time frame. There's also in the or in the news feed some common APA reference materials or examples. I am pretty stringent on APA. I think it's an important skill for graduate nurses to have, and I think it's important. It's a fairly simple procedure as long as you're looking it up. And I expect you to look up information. I share correct APA format in the discussion boards so that we all can learn from each other, and that when one posts a reference in the discussion board, I don't want everyone to assume that that's correct. So I want to make sure everyone understands what the correct APA formatting is. And again, you can find some common examples. Generally, we do APA references for journal articles, chapters, books, and web pages. And those are your 4 primary ones that you need to know, and you need to know how to be able to document those in APA. There's also a frequently asked questions about some of the things we just talked about as it relates to the discussion boards there, and then how to get the most points from your assignments. So I look forward to having you in this class. If you have any questions, you have any information or anything you need from me, please feel free to contact me. Look in the welcoming email or the welcoming newsfeed, excuse me, for that information. Okay, thank you.